Hello, my name is Yingqing Yu. I'm a principal scientist from Waters Corporation. Today I will talk about this poster titled N-linked Glycan Profile and a Comparability Assessment of an Innovator and a Candidate Biosimilar Infliximab. So Infliximab is a very well-known biotherapeutic drug under the treatment name of Remicade. And since it's been launched as a product in 1990, it has great commercial success. Therefore, it made this Infliximab a popular target for creating a biosimilar candidate drug. And actually, just recently, EMA has approved a biosimilar Infliximab under the trade name of Inflectra from Hospira. Now, for drug regulator agencies, it's very important for the sponsors of the generic drugs to have their own analytical tools to characterize both the innovator and the biosimilar drugs, and so that they can prove that the biosimilar drug shows the sameness to the innovator drug. And therefore, having the state-of-the-art analytical tools to do this characterization is extremely critical for the sponsors to make the right decision at design specification stage and the process development stage. So, for this study, we are using this analytical platform from Waters called the Biopharmaceutical Platform with Unified version 1.7, comprised of H-class bio system with fluorescence and the Xevo G2 QTOF MS detectors for this study. Here's a picture of what the system looks like. It's got LC-MS fluorescent detector and also consumables to go with it. For this study, we used 3 batches of Innovator Infliximab and 3 batches of a biosimilar candidate so that we can not only compare the Innovator with the biosimilar with the focus on N-glycan profile, we can also compare among batches for both of them. Here, under these methods, the analytical system is specified here, and we also gave detailed information on what the LC separation methodology and the settings on the QTOF and fluorescence. And very importantly, I want to mention that the sample preparation for N-linked Glycan was done using Waters GlycoWorks kit, and that's very important for anybody that doing MS analysis on glycans. Sensitivity is critical, and the Xevo G2S offers that sensitivity for LC-FR MS analysis. Now, in the middle, this panel, this is very important. This gives the information on the glycan assay called FR with MS confirmation workflow in Unified version 1.7. Here is some of the new information coming out of this Unified informatics tool. It allows the scientists to do data acquisition, processing, and the reporting automatically. Under the data acquisition in Unified, there is a time alignment capability now implemented, meaning that for anyone that wanted to do N-linked Glycan profile, the MS data channel and the fluorescent data channel are automatically time aligned. Therefore, the information from both data channels can be combined for qualitative and quantitative analysis. You can clearly see the time is aligned perfectly here. And another thing new for the glycan workflow in Unify is that the glycan identification is actually done by assigning glucose unit value as a retention time value. And then this kind of assignment is done using 2AB labeled dextrin letter. It's a polyglucose. And first, you will run a 2AB labeled dextrin standards, and then you run your unknown sample. The dextrin letter standards will be automatically processed to create a calibration curve. And this retention time calibration curve then applied to your unknown sample. So each glycan unknown peaks will be assigned with a glucose unit value. Now, with that, then it comes in the library search. So there is a Waters Glycan GU library that's embedded in Unify. And this library, what it does is it takes in all the assignment, retention time assignment in GU value, then it will search through the library try to get the best match in glucose unit value. It then goes to the raw spectrum data and look for M over Z value that will match with the expected glycan. So the best match is the closest GU value compared to experimental and the library value, and then look for the M over Z value. If there is M over Z that match with the expected GU, then it will have a mass confirmed checkbox. Okay, so for example here, the highlighted box is the best match. And then in addition to the library search in this review panel from Unify, you also get alpha-R chromatogram that's processed, and also the extracted ion chromatogram of highlighted glycans. Okay, so this is very information rich. And in addition to the data processing and data acquisition, reporting is a critical part of Unify. For glycan analysis, this is a typical report from Unify that you get sample list information, analytical methods, retention time calibration, library search results, and display alpha-R MS chromatogram with component table that's all assigned. And my favorite part is the summary table. It combines all the information from the analysis, and it gives you statistical data analysis. So these are very critical. This reporting is automatically generated, and it offers scientists to work in a GXP-ready environment. This is just a great tool to have. So here's the more interesting is the results from this study. And on the top, on the far right panel, there's 3 figures. So the figure 1 shows the difference between the Infliximab Innovator biosimilar and glycan profile. Now we see quite a bit difference. That's because the 2 of them were expressed under very different conditions. The Infliximab Innovator was expressed in murine, and the biosimilar version was expressed in CHO cell. So the major glycans show some similarities, but the later eluting glycans are very, very different. Now, let's set that aside, just look at the batch-to-batch comparison within the Innovator all biosimilar. That they actually show very good correlation. The only difference we saw among the batches is some relative intensity of the N glycans that show a slight difference, maybe less than 10%. Now, in the middle here, we are showing the differences of the Innovator biosimilar result. And if you can zoom in, on the top is a screen capture of the Innovator Infliximab. All the FRR peaks are integrated in the label with the glycan. We do see a fair amount of potentially immunogenic glycans, which contains 1,6-alpha-gal and the N-glycouramic acid from this Innovator, 3 batch of Innovator Infliximab. On the far right, we actually have statistical analysis from 3 batches of the Innovator Infliximab that shows the alpha-gal containing glycans, what are the relative percent for 4 alpha-gal containing glycans that we observe from the Innovator Infliximab. And also in the middle, there are 6 N-glycouramic acid containing glycans that are also observed in Innovator batch. And we list the concentration from each batch with triplicate injection. Now for the biosimilar Infliximab, what we see is a very typical human monoclonal antibody glycans. There's nothing unusual about the biosimilar, which is actually a good thing for sponsors, because when they become a little more sophisticated, when they start developing those biosimilar drugs, they choose cell line that's causes less problem in terms of immunogenicity of the protein. So for the biosimilar Infliximab, I put together a list of afucosylated complex type of glycan from the 3 batches. Those glycans show great consistency from triplicate injection and 3 batches, which gives a good indication on those biosimilar candidates are very well made. In conclusion, we hope to show you that The unified 1.7 biopharmaceutical platform solution can help drug company develop biosimilar candidates much faster, and which will save them time and effort and the cost. Most importantly, you can still achieve high quality data. So thank you very much for your time and attention.